Making one ad video with a real person in it used to take me 6 to 8 hours. Scripting, filming, reshooting because the actor flubbed the line for the 15th time. Then I found a tool that let me delete that entire process from my brain. This is where Vivago.ai agent comes in. So once you're in, this is what greets you. This clean little, "What story do you want to tell today?" prompt box. Kind of like ChatGPT, but built specifically for making video ads. Now, if you scroll down a bit, you'll see all these different tools it offers. Text to image, story ad director, cinematic story director, image fusion, and a bunch more. Honestly, there's a lot more here. You'll see this Skill Hub option. This is basically their whole toolbox. You've got text to image, image fusion, cinematic story director, even stuff like an Amazon listing designer. Genuinely a lot packed in here. But again, the one we're focused on is this, Story Ad Director. So let's open that up. Basically, it's built to create these high-tension cinematic mini-dramas for your product, structured around a hook, a problem, a solution, and a call to action. And down here is the same prompt box as before, except now it's specifically tuned for this Story Ad Director mode. So this is where we're going to upload our 3 photos and describe the story we want it to tell. Okay, so here's the part you've been waiting for. I upload my 3 photos right here. One of the product, one for the scene, and one for the actual protagonist. Basically the person the story's built around. Then in this box, instead of typing out some crazy detailed prompt, I just describe the story in plain English. Kinda like what I'd text a friend. Something like, she's stressed out, drained, comes home, notices this little jar of honey on the table, has a moment, and just calms down. That's genuinely it. Hit this arrow to generate. And now it's doing its thing. You can literally see it working through the shots in real time. It's actually building out the story beat by beat instead of just spitting out one random clip. This part usually takes a minute or so, so let's fast forward through the wait. And check this out. It's not just generating blindly. It actually breaks down its own process for you first. It says here it's turning the selling point into an actual story with real contrast, so it doesn't feel like some obvious AI ad. It writes the drama, shows you a synopsis first so you can course correct if something feels off, then breaks it into shots, picks the character and product references, builds a storyboard, and lays out the whole thing before it even generates anything. Honestly, this is the part that impressed me the most. It's not a one-click black box. It's actually planning the story like an editor would before touching the camera. So now it's reading through everything and building that out. Let's fast forward again while it thinks. Now look at this. It's actually building out reference sheets before it even touches the video. Since I already uploaded my protagonist photo, it skipped generating a random casting selfie and just used my actual photo as the anchor for the character. Nice touch. Means it's respecting the image you give it instead of ignoring it. Then, it builds this full product reference sheet. Different angles of the honey jar, the label, the colors, close-up details. Basically making sure it fully understands what the product actually looks like from every side. And it doesn't stop there. It also builds a costume and identity board for the character, so her look stays consistent across every shot instead of randomly changing outfits or face between scenes. And then, this is the part I think is genuinely impressive. It draws out an actual hand-sketched storyboard, panel by panel. You can see it mapping out the honey jar, her holding it, her taking a spoonful, her reaction, like a real director planning shots before filming anything. So instead of just throwing a prompt at a black box, it's literally storyboarding your ad like a professional would, before generating a single frame of video. Once all 3 of these, the product board, the identity board, and the storyboard, are done,
one spoonful, reset.
it says it'll bring it all together into one control
spoonful,
board for
reset.
us to review. If you're a founder, a small brand, or even an agency juggling multiple clients, this cuts out the most expensive and time-consuming part of making authentic-feeling ads, the production. If you want to try Vivago.ai agent yourself, drop Vivago.ai in the comments below, and I'll personally send you the link. Alright, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comments if you end up making something with it. I might feature your video in a follow-up.